There's a lot that a student can learn from a worm.
We put the pencil down, and it was really cool because they kept trying to crawl underneath it, and then they would try to move the pencil, and another worm would join them, and they would try to move the pencil to get out of the way, and they would try to climb over it or climb under it or find a way around it. So I think it was so cool to see how they moved and maneuvered the different parts of their body to get over things.
At Colonial Middle School, Mrs. Ames's science class explored stimulus and response by designing and running experiments to determine what materials would get a mealworm to turn around or back up.
Is that reactive or is this reactive? That's not reactive, this is reactive.
To prepare for the experiment, the students researched mealworms and worked with their lab partners to plan the experiment. Mrs. Ames gave the students a choice of a half-dozen materials, including saltines, rubbing alcohol, different colored papers, a pencil, and a light source, to see how the mealworms reacted. The teams decided which materials they thought would be best to use and the order for testing.
It kind of gives us more freedom to design our own experiment and just be able to choose what we think will happen and not what someone else thinks. And I think it's kind of cool because we can make our own predictions and our own hypothesis, and that affects your experiment a lot. I think it's better because we can test what we think would happen and not what the teacher's textbook thinks is going to happen, and it's just more interesting because it's our experiment and nobody else's.
Another important component of the experiment was for the students to use the right language to document the procedures and the data.
I am looking at just getting them familiar with science writing and questioning and collecting data and analyzing it in a way that is avoiding them writing using pronouns and giving opinion and just basing it on facts. It's so different from what they're used to in English. So my goal is to just get them more exposed to that and to have fun and to enjoy science.
With a hands-on understanding of the scientific process and experience with using good science writing, the middle school students will be better prepared to jump into the more challenging courses they'll experience in high school. I'm Kim Newell, and this has been a Teachable Moment.